headphones. You stick them on your head. Hopefully they sound good. Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. In this video, I'm reviewing the FiiO FT1 closed back headphones. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. Check out these beauties here. You've probably heard of these already. You've probably seen all the reviews already because I'm late again. I've been using these as my daily driver for quite some time, but let's have a look. First of all, the price, let me tell you, is $149. So we're kind of entry level. I wouldn't exactly call them budget. We're probably in that entry level area. So $149. Inside, the drivers are 60mm dynamic drivers. Now, in case you're not aware, 60mm is bigger than usual. We're usually looking at 40 or 50mm. These go all the way up to 60. And in addition to that, we've got these. Check out these babies. So we've got wooden, real wood ear cups. This is black American walnut, which not only looks great, but has those special acoustic properties that only wood has. So subjectively, I think they look fantastic. They look wonderful, don't they? Really nice. So we've got some pleather cover on the headband. On the underside is a kind of like a suede-like fabric. These ear pads, we've got pleather on the outside and then a breathable fabric cover on the front, so your ears stay nice and cool. The ear cups pivot like that, and they do swivel a little bit, not a whole lot, but it's enough for the headphones to conform naturally to the shape of your head. And let me tell you, these things are super comfortable. The clamping force is adequate but not excessive, so you never feel like they're squeezing on your head, partly due to these lovely plush big thick ear pads. Of course, the headband and the yokes here are all metal, they're aluminium. And, you know, the build quality is fantastic. There's no squeakiness. There's no dodginess or chitsiness. I think I just made up a new word. But anyway, that's what they look like. And yeah, they look cool. They feel great. They're super comfortable. The only concern that I have is this adjustment band here, because you can see the mark that it's left in the headband there. I'm just worried that over time, if you adjust them a lot, once this pleather starts to weaken and deteriorate, as all faux or fake leather does, that might start ripping into that. I'm not sure. Only time will tell. Now, in terms of source requirements, we've got a low impedance. The impedance is 32 ohms. Sensitivity is 93 decibels. And basically what it means is they're not hard to drive. You can run these out of pretty much anything. A simple dongle DAC will do. As always, I don't recommend running anything straight out of a headphone. But let's quickly talk about the cables. And yes, I said cables because you get two in the box. You also get a lovely carrying case, which I didn't pull out. I might throw up a B-roll of it here. But back to the cables, and this is what they look like. So we've got fabric braided sheath on them, outer sheath, and it's a silver plated oxygen free copper cable, and it's nice, it's supple, yet it feels very strong and robust. We've got standard 3.5mm connectors that go into the headphones, so you can swap these out for other cables easily. And here I've got the 4.4mm termination, but the headphones come with two cables. You get this one and you get an identical one, but with a 3.5mm termination. So they are compatible with just about any audio source out there. That adds a lot of value itself to these already affordable headphones. As I said, I've been using these as my daily driver, and that means at least one thing. It means they are comfortable, and yeah, I can wear these practically all day long and just they feel fantastic. But anyway, let's get into the important stuff. Let's talk about how they sound. So what does the FiiO FT1 sound like? You know, quite often lower priced closed back headphones they tend to have a warm sort of bass heavy sound signature with a attenuated or a soft treble. Now, the FT1 has an underlying warmth, that's for sure, but it's balanced by well extended highs and a nice forward and clear mid-range. Now, these aren't strictly neutral, that's for sure, so not exactly ideal for studio monitoring, although you could use them for that, but they're not entirely accurate in their timbre and whatnot. But what they are is tuned for content consumption, and that's in, music, movies, games. And what do I mean by that exactly? These are a musical headphone. They've got added color, they've got added presence, basically for a more immersive and a more engaging sound. Let's talk about the bass, and yeah, these are tuned for bass lovers, no doubt. The bass is boosted north of neutral, provides a fuller low-end presence. It's got excellent low-end extension. Sub-bass notes rumble with authority and assertiveness. The mid-bass is nice and punchy, it's impactful, it's guaranteed to get your feet tapping. The bass here, the texture's there, but the extension is really good. So if you're playing games or watching a movie, or certain music tracks as well, when that sub-bass kicks in, it's so very satisfying. The bass presence is substantial enough to provide the drive and impact needed for hip hop or EDM music, but at the same time, it's really tight and it's controlled enough to work well with all music genres. There is a little bleeding into the lower mid-range, but it's not muddy and it's not overpowering. Now the FT1's mid-range, I'd say it's rich, it's full-bodied, yet it's got excellent clarity and good detail. Male vocals sound strong and defined. Female vocals shimmer with clarity and radiance, but there's no harshness, there's no nasal undertones. Instruments in the mid-range like guitars and pianos, they sound rich and lush, yet they're accurate in tone, and again they have that excellent clarity. And then there's the treble, and the treble here is an interesting one. It's really crisp, it's quite precise, it's upfront enough to counterbalance that elevated bass, but it's never sharp or sibilant, at least to my ears. It does have some sparkle, it's got excellent extension, so the end-to-end extension is really good on these headphones. And the treble provides plenty of air and spaciousness to the sound. This detailed and clear treble is perfectly tuned and instrumental to round out the fantastic and engaging overall sound signature of the FT1. Now, for soundstage and technicalities, look, for a closed back headphone, the FT1 here has got excellent soundstage width and excellent height. It's got good depth as well, but wider than average, larger than average for a closed back headphone. The instrument separation and the overall resolution, they far exceeded my expectations for headphones at this price point, under 150 bucks. Detail retrieval is good, but it's still inferior to what most IEMs at a similar price or even lower can provide. That's something I say all the time. Headphones in general, for some reason, they just don't provide those micro details like IEMs can, unless they're very bright and often fatiguing, or it just depends. Like I often say, my Beyerdynamic DT990 Pros have excellent detail retrieval, but for some reason, just most of these other Chi-Fi headphones don't. I'm not exactly sure why, because I don't find the DT990 Pro fatiguing or overly bright or anything, but the detail retrieval is fantastic. However, I'm diverging, getting off track. Let's get back to the FT1. So detail retrieval good, not fantastic, but the imaging is great, which allows for precise instrument and vocal placement, which is awesome for music, awesome for gaming, and awesome for movies. So these are great gaming headphones too. Now, I didn't plan to do a comparison here today, but I will, just because, I don't know, because it's something I probably should do. So here I've got the Meze 99 Classics with that aging, crumbly, crusty old headband, which I should get replaced. I do have nice replaced earpads though, they're nice and lush, but these headphones obviously are beautiful. They sound fantastic. They are a bit warmer than the FT1. The main difference, I would say, well, there's a couple. It probably stems mostly from the treble difference. Like the FT1 has a more forward and vibrant and brighter treble, but it's still very smooth. The 99 Classics here have a slightly more attenuated treble. The bass on the 99 Classic is a bit more woolly. It's not as defined, it's not as tight. And in addition to that, I'd say the 99 Classics overall just sound a little bit warmer, a little bit darker. However, they are still a fantastic headphone. Are they worth the price? I think roughly they're like roughly double the price of the FT1. Are they still worth it? You know what? I think they are, but that's just me. I love them. But coming back to the FT1, considering these are $149, look, these are probably the best headphones that money can buy for under $150. I say that unreservedly. I absolutely heartily recommend these. These are fabulous, and yeah, I absolutely love them. So having said that, apologies, I just bumped the microphone, but having said that, I'm going to wrap it up there. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, Pa Family Audiophile style. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. And until next time, I'll see you later.